So unless you've been living under a rock, you know that Matty Roberts staged a Facebook event called Storm Area 51, and they were expecting like upwards to 1 million people to show up for this thing, and but now and then it turned into a festival, and they were calling it Alienstock, but now he's pulled out of it. And anyway, that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about the fact that Matty Roberts has pulled out of Alienstock, and after a lot of camping grounds have been...
A lot of stuff had been planned.
Yeah, so, but anyway, so we're going to be talking about that today. But first, I want to mention that we have a group over Facebook, and it's called the Black Lotus Discussion Group. And if you're into the topics that we talk about here, definitely go over there and check us out. Join us, and you'll be approved immediately. We have experts in the paranormal there. We have ufologists there, and people who study cryptids and that kind of thing. And but yeah, definitely check us out over there, and I'll drop a link in the bottom for that. Also, don't forget to like and subscribe, and please share our videos, as well as follow us on our podcast at Anchor, and definitely share our podcasts from there. But anyway, let's get into this, man. So yeah.
I think we should start too from the beginning on our thoughts of what actually about storming Area 51.
Yeah, well, personally, I've always thought it was a stupid idea. You know, I mean,
never mind against the warning signs. I don't know what people are thinking. You're in a military base and you're going to storm it. That's taken as a threat.
I mean, and especially this place. You know, I mean, it's you wouldn't even be able to get away with that on a normal military base. Right. You know, and let alone someplace where they test bombs and that kind of thing. And
our newer technology.
Yeah. So, you know, and it's super secret, and they don't want the public to know about what they're doing there, and that's for a pretty good reason, I think. You know, I mean, really.
I just think it was. I know it was a joke when the guy put it out, but I just think all these people saying, "Yeah, they can't stop us all." Yeah, they can. Mm-hmm. You're not thinking.
No, they're not.
I'm anxious to see on Friday if how many people end up getting arrested.
Yeah. Well, not only that, I think that, you know, as I gaze into my, you know, little crystal ball, I think that a lot of people are going to get hurt regardless. You know, I mean, I don't think people really realize how desolate that area is.
Right.
You know, I mean, it's very dangerous. I mean, so if you don't bring enough water with you, you're kind of screwed, you know. I mean, and, you know, there's no gas for miles and miles. And I want to say upwards to like 50 miles.
People are going to get stranded. There's going to be all kinds. There's got to be some type of.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Happening.
Yeah. There's going to be, I mean, I foresee deaths.
Well, there's already been 2 people arrested.
Right. Those Dutch YouTubers.
Right.
I heard that they got like 3 miles in before they were stopped, though, and that surprises me.
Yeah, but 3 miles in, they guess, I don't know. Still, 3 miles in is not in.
Yeah, well, I guess they got some video footage, but it was confiscated.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just a ridiculous idea altogether, but. Apparently with Alienstock, now there were how many people that were signed up for storming Area 51? It was like
almost 2 million.
2 million people. Well, Alienstock had like 10,000 plus signed up for it.
Now that was the one with all the bands and everything else. That was going to be held in where, Rachel?
That was in Rachel, and it was being sponsored by Connie West, who is the owner of the little alien there. And so she's already sold, you know, a lot of spaces, you know, and I was reading, you know, that for an RV lot space, it was $140, and that's with no hookups, you know, because there's nothing to be had there.
Right.
You know? And then if you just wanted general parking, it was $60. But if you wanted like a camping spot with a general parking spot next to it, it was tantamount to $140 as well. So she sold a lot of these things, And I don't know if they're non-refundable or not, but I see a lot of suits happening. I see a lot of lawsuits happening.
Well, this thing has been up and down since it's been announced.
And and the thing is that I think a lot of these people that paid for these spots, these camping spots, they were expecting to see these bands. They were expecting the festival to happen. And
wonder how many people took off of work and everything else too to get there.
Absolutely, made airline reservations and all that. But Matty Roberts has just recently announced that he's not going to be a part of this anymore. So he pulled out, and now they're holding the thing in downtown Vegas, down by Fremont.
Yeah,
and
which is a great idea.
And I think now he sent her a cease and desist letter. And I want to read something to you guys. This is what the letter said, what he said in the letter. He said, due to the lack of infrastructure, poor planning, risk management, and blatant disregard for the safety of the expected 10,000 plus Alienstock attendees, we decided to pull the plug from the festival. The permit holder, Connie West, was given multiple opportunities to provide us with the proof that things expected at the festival were in place. In fact, she refused to provide us, as agreed upon, contracts, proof of any deposits, or any paper proof of anything. And then he goes on to say, he says, we're not interested in, nor will we tolerate any involvement in a Firefest 2.0. You remember the Firefest debacle? It was a huge concert that was supposed to happen, and the bands pulled out of it, and it was just a mess. I mean, and so the guy, I think the organizer of that actually went to jail.
False advertising, basically.
Yeah, false advertising and lack of production of anything. So I mean.
Well, you were telling me too that this town of Rachel has only got like 50 people in it.
Yeah, 50. That's who I really feel sorry for in this thing, because I know that people are still going to show up for this thing. And the town is just going to be absolutely overwhelmed.
You can't handle that many people.
Yeah. Now, there's another event going on, and that is at the Alien Research Center in, I think it's called Hyco, Nevada, and it's like right next door to Rachel. And they're still going. They're still going ahead.
But they already have police help, and they have restrooms, and...
Yeah, I heard that they're going to have bathrooms, and that's a big deal. I mean, if you go up to Rachel and you're just in a car, what are you going to do about a bathroom?
Right.
There's nothing there, I mean, and but in Hyco at the Alien Research Center, they're providing like 200 to 300 police officers, medics, firefighters, and so apparently they have their shit together.
And what do they have? Are they going to have bands and things like that?
As I understand, yeah, it's going to be like the Alienstock thing, but it wasn't to be as big, I guess. It wasn't, and Matty Roberts wasn't part of that thing, so yeah. Anyway, but yeah, it's just going to be a debacle. I think it's going to be a disaster, and Matty Roberts even said that in his cease and desist letter.
Right.
Is that he sees a humanitarian crisis here. On the other hand, Vegas like I know Vegas. And they're now sponsoring this Alienstock in downtown Las Vegas. And as well as I do, that Las Vegas looked to cash in on this. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering if they convinced him to pull out of the Rachel, Nevada thing, because they could stand to make more money, and therefore he would make more money. So I'm kind of wondering if it really is he really does think it's a humanitarian crisis, or it's all about the money.
Well, whether he thinks so and it's about the money or not, it is.
It is.
There's a problem having all that many people heading into that area. Mm-hmm. They are unprepared and unable to do anything that could possibly keep them safe.
Mm-hmm. Well, and I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I think that one of the biggest issues here that I foresee in my said crystal ball is, in this day and age when there's so many mass shootings going on, I mean, I can see just a disaster happening, because, I mean, if they don't have the police presence there, what's going to happen? It's going to be like the Old West. It's going to be totally lawless.
You know, I mean, and it's a scary, scary thought,
Well,
especially with that many people there.
I'm very curious to see what ends up happening Friday. How many people show up and what ends up happening.
Yeah, and you know, I wish the Alien Research Center the best of luck. But you know, I've always talked about you and I going up to Rachel, to the little alien, to interview the owners, but I don't think I'm interested in doing that anymore. I mean, from what I understand, Connie West is just, I don't know, man. I can't believe that she wouldn't provide any contractual proof of anything.
Right.
You know, so, and you know, again, when she's charging $140 per space for an RV, you know that Matty Roberts was supposed to get a cut of that, but you know he's going to make much more money than that in downtown Vegas.
Oh yeah.
You know, so yeah, but
We will shall wait and see.
yeah, I don't know. Are you planning on going out there, folks? Anybody out there? If so, drop a comment in the comment section. Let us know if you are. And while you're doing so, let us know if you're prepared. I mean, truly prepared for this. Because like I said, there's no facilities out there.
Yeah, and imagine the traffic jam that's going to end up happening.
Oh my God, yeah. And I guess, you know, along with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police at the Alien Research Center, they're also getting the State Highway Patrol involved with this. So I mean,
that's good.
Yeah, thank God, because that in itself could be a disaster. Accidents all over the place, and yeah, oh my God.
And just, you know, we're looking at this warning sign behind us, and so many of these warning signs also have that they are allowed to use any necessary force.
Yeah. The use of deadly force is authorized. That's exactly what it says. You know, I mean, and so it's just really not a good idea. And you know, it was first promoted as a joke that, you know, you could, if we run Naruto style, you know, then the bullet won't hurt us. Yeah, it's just ridiculous. You know, I mean, obviously it was a joke, and I think a lot of people did think of it as a joke at first, but then they started thinking, maybe with all of us, maybe, you know, they can't kill us all. You know, I mean, yeah, well, I don't know. Especially when you're talking about 1 million plus people. You know, I mean, that would be hard to control even for our military. You know, so I don't know. But anyway, like I said, folks, if you are planning on going out there, please be prepared and be careful. You know, I mean, and if you hear anything that sounds like a gunshot, drop and get to some cover. You know, because I really think something like that's going to happen. You know, I mean,
I hope not.
I hope not too, but you know, people are nuts. You know, so anyway, folks. Thanks a lot for listening on our podcast, and thanks a lot for watching us on YouTube. Again, please like and subscribe, and share our stuff if you like it. But until next time, keep thinking and question everything.